Hello, this video is for my junior level students, and I've got Mochi here with me. She's going to help me cover what we're doing this week. So let's have a look. My student goggles on. Alright, so if you go to modules, you will see that there is a new module available to you. This is what we'll start this week before we start state testing next week. And it's a really important lesson to learn because we're going to be learning about identifying theme in works of literature, which is something that I noticed that we've been struggling with. So hopefully this will be a good refresher for us. Hopefully this will get us ready for our state test next week. And yeah, I'm hoping that this will help you. So just like at the start of any new module, if you click on these first two pages, it'll go over what the module is about and our essential questions, our learning goals. And so the 4 essential questions for this, it asks, why is it so important to understand the theme of a text? Okay, how can visual text like, advertisements or graphs be used to support an argument? How can text be synthesized within a CER paragraph to support a claim about the theme? So this is basic CER stuff, only our claim is the theme of the story, which you'll be able to identify after this week. And then the last essential question asks, how can text be synthesized within an essay to support a claim about the theme? And so the main topic of this whole entire unit is going to be focused on the American dream. Now everyone has a different definition of what that means, and I'm sure that your definition is going to be very different from mine, but that's okay. Okay, there are no wrong answers to that question. So it's going to be fun to explore, and hopefully we learn something together. Do you have something to say? Yeah, chill. You need a chill. Okay. So let's get back at it. Alright, if you click on the next page, you'll see there is a rubric here. It's taking a minute to load. You'll see a rubric as to how I'll be grading your CER paragraphs, your assignments, and this is the same stuff that we've been learning for the entire year. Only instead of providing reasoning, you're going to be providing more of a synthesis. So when you do that, what you're doing is you're identifying the main ideas of a story, and you're taking into consideration multiple ideas across multiple sources and multiple paragraphs. I'm going to be having you guys look deeply at a text, making comparisons, and showing similarities and differences and relationships or patterns that you see throughout the reading. Okay. Now, the goal of our lesson this week, I don't know if you guys can hear, but someone's car alarm is going off, and it's setting off my dog. Sorry. But anyways, our essential question for this week is, why is it so important to understand the theme of a text? And so, you'll be able to analyze how a theme and a central idea unfolds over the course of a text. You'll be able to create strong claims that are supported by the text, and you'll also be able to select relevant evidence that helps support your claim on the theme. Of course, these are the ELD and focus standards that we'll be looking at. You can look at this on your own time, though. Okay. So, what I want you guys to do, I'm not going to show this on YouTube because it won't like it, but I want you guys to watch this video. This video on this next page, it interviews first-generation Americans talking about what they think the American dream is and what it means to them. And then as you scroll through the slides presentation below, what you're going to see is you're going to see some quotes from very many influential figures who give their own definitions of the American dream. And so I want you guys to familiarize with these before you decide to respond to the discussion below, which asks you to watch the video, to read through the quotes, and then consider the prompt and answer it yourself, which asks you about the American dream. Okay, think about what the American dream means, knowing there isn't a single correct answer, and consider your own thoughts and experiences when you're sharing this. All right. Stop barking, Mochi. Jeez. All right, and so I want to show you guys this presentation that looks at theme here. I'm going to skip a few slides here. We don't really need those. But, I mean, why does it matter? What's the point? Why even bother, trying to figure out what the theme is to a work? And it's actually very important that you guys are able to do this because this is what makes a work timeless. I mean, my freshmen right now, they just finished reading the Odyssey, Homer's Odyssey, which is thousands and thousands of years old. But the only reason why the Odyssey, here I'm trying to, there I am. I mean, the only reason why the Odyssey is still around today is because its themes are classic, they're timeless, and they still relate to us and, our human experience. We still have stuff to learn from it. And so, this is what solidifies these stories into our minds. This is what makes them classics. So, the theme of a literary work is its major idea, its major message. It's, the moral to the story, although there are some English teachers who would disagree about that, but sometimes it is the moral to the story. Not always, but sometimes. And what it does is it comments on society, human nature, or the human condition. It never ever talks about anything about plot, about characters, about events that take place in the story, but it's through that plot and through those events and through those characters' actions and experiences that you figure out what the theme is. All right, and so the theme, it should be like a one-sentence statement that tells you what the main point of the story was. And so understand that, well, first of all, the theme is not always directly stated. Okay, you will have some examples out there where the author will directly tell you what the theme is to the story. You often find these in children's books, okay, but not all the time. Most of the time you have to figure it out for yourself. And not always, sometimes, not always, the theme is not the moral of a story. Okay, the moral is direct advice concerning what is right and wrong, and a theme is a larger message about life. Okay, but sometimes that message might relate. Okay, understand too that a theme is not a topic. When I talk about a topic, what I'm asking for is I'm asking for one word that relates to the theme. Okay, a thematic topic, it's just one word. War, love. You can have stories about hate or justice. But when I ask for a theme, I'm asking for a one-sentence statement here. Okay, I'm asking about what the author thinks or feels about that one-word topic. All right, so for example, if you have a story about dreams, the topic, the one-word topic is dreams. However, the theme itself is this: dreams are necessary for a happy life. Stop barking, Missy. I'm taking the dog out. I'm sorry. She's being really naughty. Stop barking. Hey, hey. Trying to watch yourself. Goodness. I'm going to be sad. She's not going to be able to do that anymore. Once I have to start work from campus again. I'm going to kind of miss it. Kind of. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, okay, so the topics and the theme, they're very different. Topics, they relate to, one-word statements about the story. Whereas themes, this is like something that you can put on a fortune cookie that doesn't really tell you your fortune. Okay, a theme is like something that might pop up in a Hallmark card. So, if you have a story that's topic is about courage, the theme might be that courage is not the absence of fear, but the mastery of it. So, I want you guys to watch this video. And when you watch this video, and if you go through the rest of the slides presentation, what it's going to do is it's going to walk you through the process of identifying a topic and finding the theme, and then finding evidence to support the theme, which is really hard to do. This is something that we're going to be working closely with as a class. Of course we can't do this right now in this video because then I'll have to show you another YouTube video, and YouTube doesn't like that. So I'm going to have you guys go through the rest of the slides presentation on your own. Alright, another thing that we're going to do this week, we're going to do this activity together. But I'm going to have you do one of these on your own too. This is the one that we'll do together as a class. And what you'll do is, what we'll do together as a class is we'll read through this poem and we'll try to make meaning of it. We'll try to figure out what the theme is to it. And so this is not going to be graded, but I still want to do this together. What you're going to do is you're going to determine what the theme of the poem is, and you're going to put it right here where it says claim. And if you're thinking to yourself, this looks like a basic CER template, that's because you're absolutely right. That is exactly what it is. But we can use the same strategy for identifying theme in a work of literature. So what you'll do is, for your claim, what you'll do is you'll put down your one sentence theme. You'll also be sure to tag the poem, tell me who the title is, or what the title is, who the author is, and what the genre is. And I want you to go through the poem, and you see this poem has two stanzas to it. It has a first part and a smaller second part. I want you to find some evidence from the first part and some evidence from the second part that support whatever you determine this theme is. And so what you'll do is you'll put your evidence right here. Don't worry about filling in the boxes in dark gray, and don't worry about doing the finished product just yet. That's something that we're going to do together as a class. However, using the same strategy, what I want you guys to do on your own is to read this excerpt from A Raisin in the Sun, which is an amazing story by Lorraine Hansberry. It's a script. And I want you guys to be able to determine a theme about this story that is related to the topic of work and money. And so using the same CER template that we used in the last assignment, your claim is going to tell me what the theme of this story is. Okay? How does it relate to human nature? How does it relate to the human experience? Okay, you're going to find at least two quotes that support the claim that you're making, that support what you believe the theme is. And then you're going to finish the rest of the paragraph by filling out the boxes below. And you can see that the boxes are in gray. That's okay. You don't need to fill those out either. But we'll work on those together in class. So I want you guys to work on this as well. And so that just leaves one final discussion for the lesson this week. Okay, and the prompt asks, how are work and money a part of the American dream? Include at least one idea from the text from A Raisin in the Sun that you read in this lesson in your response. And you know what, you can also use an example from maybe the poem too. You don't have to just limit yourself to A Raisin in the Sun, but maybe you found something meaningful in the poem that can help you. And so what I want you guys to do is I want you to respond to the prompt. Now usually we respond to at least 2 classmates' posts. But this time I'm going to go easy on you. I just want you to respond to at least 1. So you guys know how to do that below. And that's what we're going to be working on this week. I hope this video helps you. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.